Everybody?
Yeah, sure. Everybody having good time.
There's O'Neill. Just better go easy on that beer, O'Neill.
Go away, you little pipsqueak, or I'll drown him this time.
And don't... Oh, good luck.
He's right about that beer mask. You may have a tug of war tonight.
I can drink a barrel of beer and still pull the little square head and the whole of his company right off their legs with one hand.
But, Johnny, I still don't understand what happened to Steve.
In a minute, you're going to hurt my feelings.
Oh, that would be very silly of you. I can't think of anyone I'd rather be with than you, but I still don't see why he didn't.
Oh, well, I'm a lucky guy, Pat. You see, a friend blew in from Boston, and Steve had to... Well, you know.
Well, it was very nice of you to take me instead, John.
Oh, I didn't want to. I fought against the whole thing. Steve, I said, now why should I take out the most beautiful, the most wonderful girl in New York when I can stay home alone in the attic and play dominoes? But I finally gave in. Waiter.
Pat! Johnny! Gosh, are you surprised?
For the love of Mike.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
I would get you. There goes my tips.
So this is where you learned to rhyme beer with tears.
What are you doing here?
Verse has gone from bad to worse.
And so you're a waiter.
Yeah. Tessie's a pretzel girl just for a couple of hours at night. Fella has to live, you know. It's not bad. Pay and tips and pig's knuckle thrown in once in a while. Will it be beer?
Yeah, I'll have the beer.
Make mine a ginger beer.
Okay.
But, Byron, put it in a real beer stein, huh?
Yeah. Oh, don't go away. I got a surprise for you. Well, come on, Tessie.
What do you suppose he's up to?
No telling.
Have I told you lately I love you? Have I told you lately
That's one of your songs.
Byron's not only a waiter, he's a song plugger.
I may be blinded by all of your charm, grow absent-minded when you're in my arms. Have I told you lately you thrill me? Have I overlooked it somehow? Have I told you lately I love you? If I haven't, I'm telling you now.
Have I told you lately I love you? Have I told you lately I care? I may be blinded by all of your charms, grow absent-minded when you're in my arms. Have I told you lately you thrill me? Have I overlooked it somehow? Have I told you lately I love you? If I haven't, I'm telling you now.
Have I told you lately I love you? Have I told you lately I care? I may be blinded by all of your charm, grow absent-minded
when you're in my arms. Have I told you lately you thrill me? Have I overlooked it somehow? Have I told you lately I love you? If I haven't, I'm telling you now.
Are we intruding? Olivia, for God's sakes, what are you doing here?
Steve!
Hello, Pat. Olivia Radford, Patricia O'Neill.
How do you do?
Hello.
Do you mind if we join you?
Oh, no, please do.
Yes, please do.
Thank you, Johnny.
Miss Radford is from Boston.
Oh, really?
You're sure you don't mind our joining you?
Oh, of course not. We're glad to have you. What a surprise, huh, Pat?
Yes, I should say so.
Well, Steve, she's really beautiful. You didn't do her justice. My dear, you've been underestimated. Sometimes I think men don't like women.
Maybe I'm not their type.
I'm sure you're Steve's type.
Olivia.
Will you have a beer?
I'll have a beer, please. Olivia?
I'll have a ginger beer and a dance with Johnny.
I only handle the refreshment side, lady. You'll have to make the other arrangements yourself.
Come on, Johnny, darling.
Who, me?
Yes, I want to speak to you alone.
Excuse me. Say, what's the idea of nailing me?
Am I that hard to take?
Not at all. Well, you're already taken.
What about that girl, Pat?
Isn't she wonderful?
That's what I'm afraid of.
Remember, Olivia used to tell me that someday when the right girl would come along, I'd start sending up skyrockets and get absent-minded.
I remember.
Well, last night, I put out the clock and wound up the cat.
Don't tell me that for once in his life, Steve told the truth.
He said I was stuck on Pat. He sure did.
Oh, Johnny, that's grand. I'm so happy for you. Oh, you don't know how happy it makes me.
Your lady friend from Boston certainly doesn't let any dust settle on her feet.
Oh, Olivia's always rather had her own way.
Is Johnny part of her own way?
I don't know what you mean.
How long has he known her?
Oh, they're old friends.
What kind of friends?
Well, you know.
You men. You needn't cover up for him. Some men just like to play the field.
Oh, now, look here. I didn't say that.
She's very beautiful, isn't she?
Yes. Takes after my mother's side, I'd say.
Your mother's? Are you related?
Cousins. Oh, but don't mention it. We never talk about it. It's a tiresome idea.
But I thought... Steve, I have a confession to make. I thought you stood me up.
Why, I wouldn't do anything like that to you. I just had to... You know.
Yes, I know. Relatives. It's a lovely night to go dancing. Why waste it?
It's a lovely night for a moonlight stroll. Come on. Well, isn't this much nicer than dancing? Moonlight and the girl you love.
Johnny says you go for the girls, and the girls sure go for you.
All the girls in my life are you, and all nights are tonight.
You kissed the Blarney Stone.
But it really is a lovely night.
This was meant to be our night, until it got spoiled. If only Olivia hadn't come.
Johnny was glad enough to see her.
Anyway, you and I'll have another lovely night together. Just the two of us, without anyone spoiling it, and only the stars for company.
Please don't.
Pat, this is the only moment of our evening. Don't waste
I
it.
give you the mayor of New York City.
Oh,
Hey, wait a second.
it's the mayor.
Well, what do we care about the mayor?
But it's the duty of every civic-minded citizen to listen to the mayor, and besides, there's an election coming.
But women can't vote.